This is Young Trader, and this is the last call of the week. And I got to tell you, this was just a smoking great trading week here. Now, remember, next week here, you got Amazon, you're going to have Google. So it should be a lot of good tech plays. Now, the market was running up here really good here today, but you can see she's selling off at the close. However, this might be a good thing because we have a sell off Monday. Always remember that turnaround Tuesday. Okay, as usual, we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, at crude oil, natural gas. First of all, I'm going to look at Tesla. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted for crude oil and natty gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation by selling stock commodity ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have Tesla. Now, this was a really good scalper, and again, a good trade there again today. Under earnings, it got all the way down to after hours down to 365. That was a good trade. And then today, it looks like here, look at this nice good pop-up. I'm out of the trade because that's all I do now is just trade this. Because if you look at their numbers, they were really nothing to write home about. They were declining all the way across the board. But, you know, he came out in the conference call and says 25 is going to be the great year, the best year ever for Tesla and all this, you know, blowing smoke, selling dreams. But again, that's all good for a trader because let's just see how we can get this here rallying back up again. Now, again, here's the key level that you want to hold here on a closing basis here today. Is we want to close at 8-day, 403.18, and this 21-day at 405.07. Those are going to be your key levels that you want to close above, and obviously this 50-day sitting right here at 398.25. As long as you're holding that, this is a good more trade here going to the upside, okay? But if we start losing that, then we'll come right to the bottom there. 389 here, we got 386. And then we got this 384. Then we got your retest down there at 373.04 level, which is basically just the bottom of that candle. Okay, now upside here, we want to look to yesterday's high. That was at 412.50. And then we come up here to today's high at 419.99. Then we do is we just go right over to the left of the chart here. What do we got? You got 428. We got 433. And then we have your big retest up here at 439.74. Now, we break above that, yeah, we can just follow the candles all the way up there. But let's just worry about this right now between this price channel, this 439, and that 373. So you're sitting about right in the middle of it. This is what you're trading. Now, if this comes down and you can goes below that 50-day, but it holds that on a closing basis, that's a good buying opportunity here to scalp this bad boy long. Now, if we look on a weekly chart here, okay, we got this 8-day. Now, you can see here where it went right into that 8-day and pulled right back here for the week. It could not close above. That's going to be very key. You need to close above that 416.83. Then we can start hitting the other candles. So always put your weekly and your daily side by side here. And that way it gives you a good long vision of what exactly is going on because these simple moving averages, that 8-day, 21-day, your 50-day, 200-day, 100-day, that all works really well on the weekly chart. So you always want to compare the two. That way it gives you a little bit more of an advantage. Okay, so 51, plenty of room to run up here. You're kind of like an over sold condition here. This could rally up here very nicely here. So let's just watch this 8-day and that 21-day, very key, and that 50-day, all on a closing basis. If not, we can retest these candles and possibly 373.04. Okay. Let's take a look here now at the old Bitcoin. Okay, here we have Bitcoin daily, weekly chart. Now, we can see here how we had a nice good rally up here, and we have a nice series of higher highs and higher lows until this sell-off. Now, look at this here. Now, we have actually a red engulfing candle. It engulfed the previous day, nice green candle, and now we're sitting here at the bottom here. Now we're sitting right now, as of right now here, below this 8-day, and that's not good. You really need to reclaim that 103.362, and you can see how that 8-day now is starting to roll over here a little bit here. So you got to be a little bit careful with this, okay? So if this sells on down here, what you want to watch is today's low, 102.500. Then we'll come right down here. You're looking at 101.280. We'll come over to the bottom of this candle, 109.50, and then we're going to look at that 21-day at that 105.75, and then we have the old 50-day sitting there at 98.973 here. But I do not like this engulfing because what you did is you just engulfed yesterday's side, just like we had here. See how it went up here, and then we engulfed it, and then what happened? Okay, so just remember that here. Okay, always watch these candles here very, very closely. Now, upside, say we can retake that 8-day at 103.36 here. Then what we do is we'll come up top of this candle, 103.870. We'll come up here. We have 104.920. Next level is 106.570. Then we have there today's high at that 106.945. Now, a couple of things I just want to show you here real quick. Yesterday, we had this high of 106.570, okay? All you have to do is look to the left right there, okay? 106.575, so that came within $5. Now, today, what do? We hit a high of 106.945. All you got to do is look to the left of the chart here, and what do you see? 106.960, okay? So you're within $15 of that there, okay? $15, okay? So this is what you got to look at here. Is always left of the chart is exactly where it's been, is really where it's going, and these are your big key resistance levels. So when you trade this, see, I dumped off that IBIT because I'm looking at this candle here, and if we get above that candle, yeah, then I can follow this candle here, that candle, but look at it, you can see that it obviously did not happen. Okay, so now the key level here, just watch, is that 8-day, that 103.321. If this rolls over, you're going to take this price all the way down and maybe reconnect this down to this 89,000 level here. So just be very, very careful here right now, because we had that nice series of higher highs, higher low, but when you have that engulfing, not good. Okay, now for the week here, well, it's not too bad for the week here. We're holding this key 8-day at that 173 level, and we got this sideways action going here, okay? So that's why that's why I always tell you level to level. So when this level here lined up right there, okay, it didn't break through. Today you had the other level, next level, and then it went up here, and it couldn't break through that level. So you're not going to get to the next level or to that 11,000 unless you can take the first level. So always trade level to level. That is going to be the key, okay? Now, on a weekly, I say, just watch this 8-day on a closing basis for the week, 100,160. That is exactly what you want to watch, because that is a very, very, very key level here. If not, we're going to have to sell right on down. Now, you can see here where your RSI here is coming right on off here. Your green possibly over your red. So we got to see how this all shakes out. So let's give it this till next week here and see how it trades. But just be a little bit leery here now, because we have an engulfing bearish candle. Okay, let's take a look here at the old crude oil. Okay, here we have crude oil, daily and your weekly chart. Now, you can see here, yesterday we had this little bit of movement there because about these tariffs, okay? Tariffs coming in here. Well, we don't know that yet. A lot of times for a T-man, it's just a negotiation tool, so let's not get too carried away with that. Let's just see how this all shakes out. But realistically, on the downside, there's key levels that you want to watch, and that's going to be that 50-day, that 71.78, and that 100-day, okay? 71.50. You need to close above at least that 50-day. You come down here and start losing these levels, then we're going to start racking it all the way on down here. Okay, now you can see here on the weekly chart that this is here. See this big topping tail there that we had there 3 weeks ago? Then we had a red candle last week, another red candle, and now you're below that 8 SMA here, which is not good, 73. Now, your only level that we have next here on for the key levels is 71.37. Okay, so again, we start losing that, then we're going to come down in all of this down here, and you could even retest that 65.27. You could come down here to retest this 64.36, or even this level right here at that 63.64 level, okay? So just remember this to see how this all going to shake out here. But that big-ass topping tail, that was the tail, and that's what you get when you see that topping tail there for the week, and this is what happens. And then we have these red candles shooting all down. So if you can't hold that 21-day at 71.73, then you're going to come right down here, right there. See that just above that 100-day, you're going to come right down to your next level, 70.87. You start losing that, then we start going all the way on down. Okay, let's take a look here now. Natty gas. Okay, here we have the natural gas. Now you can see here, this is with that contract roll, and you never really got anything moving on here, okay? However, we are still holding this key level, this 304.48, okay? That's going to be very, very key. Now, again, if that's lost here, then what we're going to do is we're going to come right over here. You got that 2.97 level, and then we just follow the candles down there, 2.95. We have 2.94, and then we're going to come all the way down here, 2.68, which is realistically is going to be your 200 SMA. Now, when we look here on a weekly chart, okay, so you have this a 306 level. Now, you just above that, okay, it lines up pretty nice here with the 100-day. But if not, then you're going to come. You could come all the way down to the thick of this. This is in that 250 range, okay? So that'd be right down in here. That would be way past even that 200-day, and and you could come all the way down there. Okay, so again, just don't have no opinion. Okay, we start losing this, then it'd be a short ski. Now today I did scalp the KOLD. It wasn't really much because you had 39.83, 80, 41.84 there. But I did manage there to get 75 cents out of it, and I was happy with that just for a little trade there on the old short ski. Okay, but watch this key level right there, that 304. Now, say it rallies back up here and it holds that. Then we look at today's high, 311. We'll come over top of this candle. You look at 319. Then we come here at 3.24. There's your gap, and then look to the bottom of this candle right here, 3.36, and then we can rally up to that 3.49. Now, when those futures open Sunday night, this 8-day is not going to be at 3.54. This 8-day is going to cross that 50-day, and we're going to be down in this area here. So any rally up is a selling opportunity unless you can close back above that 8-day, okay? You can close above it, it's good. Otherwise, you're going to end up just like what you had here, where the price gets below it, yeah, and you're fighting it the whole way until you can get back above. So just watch this key level right here on the downside. Watch that gap and that fill. If you get rally up, get to that 50-day, or even at 8-day when it's lower, that's a good sell signal if you are long, okay? This here just looks ugly. This looks like it's falling right off the old cliff here, and you could take it all the way down to 2.53 level here. Very, very easy here. So just be very, real cautious here. For me, my trades have been just on the short side. That's been working, I say, really good. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here Sunday night, and we'll do a video there as usual. We'll do the Bitcoin, the crude oil, the natural gas, and get you all set up for Monday. Now, remember, if Monday is a down day, always look for turnaround Tuesday. Now, Tuesday is, say Monday is an up day, then we look for turnaround Tuesday to be on the downside. Either way, it's really, really good trading in both directions, so always keep that in mind. All right, everybody have a great weekend, and I'll see you Sunday night. Thanks for watching.